Let's make sure I can see this thing here. We're live, we're live, we're live. Rock and come in, my people. Rock and come in. All right, good to go, good to go, good to go. As you come in at the live, like the live, share the live. Well, go on, my people. This is my second live here on YouTube. Another day, another wonderful day above the earth, you know, not underneath the earth, but above the earth. So in today's video, we're going to be looking at just an update on what's going on with the Jayden Smith case. We're also going to be looking at the developments that's going on in the Donna-Lee case and this young man from Manchester who them finding at the back of the yard hanged. His name is Xavon Barnett. And then we're going to actually look at this whole debate that's going on right now between the Maroons and just the people that are making comments, not understanding like what's going on with the treaty. So we are saying now, Jayden has been missing for the past 75 days. 75 days long, Jayden is missing, presumed not to be among the life after living, gone to never land. And what actually caused this? You see, every day we have to keep this thing alive in social media because what we don't want is this promising child to just go by the wayside and the wicked girl of foreign just get away with murder. So what I'm going to do in this live right here to kick off the live, we're going to just refresh the people in memory on what the wicked girl actually said in the earlier stages when she started talk. Because remember now, for those of you who haven't been following this case closely, the little boy by the name of Zaire, it was said that he was playing in the living room and he jumped off a chair and Jayden sighted him. That's what Demar said. And from that happened, everything just go downhill. Them rush the little boy go to hospital, the mama fly down, and Jayden is no longer to be seen. Now, the mother, we're going to play this video right here, and we're going to hear it from her mouth. So these are evidence, you know, that is admissible in court. So we're going to hear it from her mouth of when she said she actually came down to Jamaica. So the cousin was speaking on behalf of her, Shanique, and then Shanique came on and she agreed and said, I'm the one who told the cousin that. And then we're going to compare what she said. These are all evidence that's in the public eye that is admissible into court. Now, let's get into this one here. Let's go.
My stepdaughter Friday Friday morning reach hospital. Yeah. Release him.
So when my cousin got to Jamaica to relieve my aunt from the hospital, because when she landed in Montego Bay, she landed after 2 in Montego Bay. From Montego Bay to Mandeville is like a 3 hours drive. She went straight to Mandeville so she could relieve my auntie so she could go home from the hospital. That was Friday night. So she got to the hospital around after 7 p.m.
A major discrepancy. So, Mr. T said that Shanique fly down early Friday morning and she go relieve the mother at the hospital in the morning, Friday morning. The liar cousin now say Shanique arrived in the island at 2 p.m. and reached the hospital at 7 p.m. Now, who is lying right here? Mr. T, wanna let me know in the comment section who is lying. Like up the live as you come in, like it and share it. So who is lying? I'm going to play it again from the beginning. So Mr. T relieve the auntie from the hospital or met the auntie in the hospital early Friday morning. And then she said no, she actually landed at 2 p.m. and reached the hospital at 7 p.m. So remember now, fear, it's her words.
My stepdaughter Friday morning reach the hospital. Yeah. Release him, man.
So when my cousin got to Jamaica to relieve my aunt from the hospital, because when she landed in Montego Bay, she landed from Montego Bay to Mandeville is like a 3 hours drive. She went straight to Mandeville so she could relieve my auntie so she could go home from the hospital. That was Friday night. So she got to the hospital around after 7 p.m.
A major discrepancy in timeline. Who should we believe? The uncle or Shanique? Watch the entire video.
Stepdaughter Friday morning reach the hospital. Yeah. Release him, man.
I'm Shanique, and Kami is my cousin, and everything that she's saying is correct.
So when my cousin got to Jamaica to relieve my...
You hear that? So now this is Kami actually telling us when Shanique actually came into the island. And you hear Shanique voice, she said, I'm Shanique, and everything that Kami is saying is factual and truthful. So it looked like the two of them was trying to cook up. The two of them, I put them head together and I say, we need to come up with an alibi. Yeah? But in the background is father gotta beat them. A father gotta beat them, you know. Because if the wicked girl it have enough sense, if say, well, if me go lie, Mr. T, if you not comment, big up on yourself, I can't see the comment because I'm using a live stream platform right here. So I can play the videos and interact. All right. So forgive me, drop in a comment in the comment section. I want to dialogue with each other. I'll see them on to each other, comment them, like up the live, share the live. Let's get into it. This is the second live that I'm doing here on YouTube. So she came and she confirmed, right, what the cousin said. The two of them cook up and build this alibi, not knowing, say, them have to cover for Mr. T when Mr. T are go say. So, as I alluded to in previous videos, right, that if Shanique did actually come out and tell us the truth, the world would still believe that Jayden Smith actually run away, because her story would have matched identical to what Mr. T said. But in this life here, you may think you do something. You dash with the little boy, but Father God nah gonna make a gateway for killing a promising young man. And that's where I beat her, you know. She never know. Let's continue.
My aunt from the hospital, because when she landed in Montego Bay, she landed after 2 in Montego Bay. From Montego Bay to Mandeville is like a 3 hours drive. She went straight to Mandeville so she could relieve my auntie so she could go home.
But me carry the bunch of key go give Shanique in her hand right down
No, me know in the morning.
Yeah, down well I know, they don't 3 inches pharmacy.
That's what time?
Very sincere.
As me tell you, say early in the morning, about 9 o'clock. Shanique and her friend here coming when in our area so. Was spiritual at the same time, go freshen up because you know carry no clothes for firing. So he just go spiritual up the tell about me white boss.
What about what time?
You know, I really remember time like that now early morning. Early morning patch.
No, what we talk about the time now when Jayden supposed to that school. Yes, until him got the local fast food place.
And Shanique was trying to say that, or Shanique and our people them are trying to say that Mr. T is actually mixing up Friday with Saturday. No, Mr. T work at school, so him know say a Friday him see her, it wasn't on a Saturday. It wasn't on a Saturday. It was a Friday.
Yes, and at that time, you know were on the road.
Yes.
Hustling. Yes, and so that's a now. But where were Shanique at the time?
Shanique and Tommy, that's spiritual. Yes, that's spiritual.
Yeah, but the thing now, you don't know if that's spiritual and that people don't ask.
Me, yeah, me understand what you say. But me carry the bunch of key go give Shanique in her hand right down
No, me know in the morning.
Yeah, down well I know, they don't 3 inches pharmacy.
That's what time?
As me tell you, say early in the morning, about 9 o'clock.
So no, 9 o'clock, no, after
Ladies,
certain hours.
very good job with the question.
But my wife and them are still in the hospital with she.
With Shani?
Yes.
All right. So, and then after your wife left the hospital with Shani,
No man, when Shani got the hospital, we were there. When Shani walked in, I was going to buy a soup down at the hospital. So
what time Shani walked in?
Shani walked in. I'm going to tell you the time now really.
So what time you would have said you reached the hospital?
Reach our hospital maybe about say. You don't want to tell no that, can you tell us in the evening really that far.
What after 7?
No man, no man. Earlier that man. Maybe about say in the about school on Friday little about 1:30.
Friday.
So maybe about say anyway after them the hours there.
After 1:30 you reach hospital?
No man, we reach hospital maybe about say 3 o'clock them hours. Maybe a little later.
So just the time we
So remember now, him see her early Friday morning. Mr. T gave her the keys early Friday morning. And then him see her again around after 3 p.m., just about 3 o'clock, 3:30 at the hospital. So if Mr. T see you twice, Shanique, if you're watching this live, if you're going to be seeing this video, if Mr. T saw you twice, big up on yourself, everybody who are comment, everybody who are like the live, like up the live, so the live can be spread and the video can be spread to more people after this is over. So if Mr. T see you twice at the pharmacy, why were you at the pharmacy at 9 something in the morning? Shanique is a nurse. Shanique, did you actually go there for buy a concoction for inject Jayden? And then Mr. T same see you again after 3 p.m. Yeah? That's when Mr. T same see you twice. Now, she was at the hospital while Jayden was actually at Little Caesar. And who tell Jayden said the cousin is going to come and pick him up? Demar or Shanique? Because Shanique had the opportunity to inform him Thursday before she reached at the airport to board the flight. And we're going to be covering the actual flight again that Shanique actually booked from America to come to Jamaica. She said she fly out of she came into Montego Bay, but that is a bold-faced lie. So people in the comment section, wanna let me know. These are the evidence that we have in front of us. Does this actually tie Shanique to murder? She had a motive. What was the motive? The little pitney foot broke. She was mad when she heard the news and heard that Jayden was involved. But what I believe that pushed Shanique over the edge was, when you listen to me carefully, any mother in this live you can attest. When you hear news of your little baby, he's 2 years old, of course you're going to have some form of anger build up. You're going to be like, what? My pitney foot broke? Wait till my whole little manga boy, I'm going to broke him up. At the time when she get the news, she never knows that the pitney foot broke. But when she got to the hospital and she hears that the femur bone broke, because the femur bone is a very difficult bone to heal and it's very painful. When she hears that the femur foot bone broke, that sent her over the edge. And that's when she decided that, listen, this little boy, Jayden, is not going to be among the land of the living anymore, because she broke the promising child foot, Jayden. Yeah. Why else she would be lying? Mr. T clearly saw her twice on Friday. And then she lied to us and tell us she arrived in the island at 2 p.m. and reached at the hospital at 7 p.m. This is the reason why she lied. Because she wanted an alibi. She wanted to say that she know, the family tell her what time Mr. T actually reported Jayden missing to the police. Jayden was reported missing to the police at 7 p.m. Between 6:45 and 7 p.m., that's when Jayden was reported missing. So if she arrived in the Mandeville area at 7 p.m., that would exclude Shanique from being in that vicinity. It would be virtually impossible for her to be in that vicinity during the time of Jayden's disappearance. And that is the reason why she lied. That is the reason why she lied. Now, when Mr. T said see her at 3 p.m., let's take that timeline. 3 p.m. to 4 p.m., Jayden was still at Little Caesar. And remember, Jayden heard that a cousin was coming to pick him up. So if she was in the hospital, did she leave the hospital? In prior speeches on TikTok, I would have to find it. I don't have it right here now. And some of you guys in the comment section, let me know if you never hear this one before, right? When Shanique stated that she left the hospital at some point to get Zaire chips or fries. Did you guys hear that? Say yes in the comment section or no in the comment section. Let me know. Did you hear on any recording here on YouTube or on TikTok, wherever, social media, Shanique said that she left the hospital to get chips or fries for Zaire? She did. Now, the question is, when did she leave the hospital to get fries for Zaire? Mr. T same here at 9:30 in the morning, so she was at the hospital to relieve her mom. Then she get the key from Mr. T. Would the baby need any fries at 9 o'clock in the morning? Fast food place don't sell fries at 9 o'clock in the morning. Them sell breakfast 9 o'clock in the morning in Jamaica and all over the world. That's when them sell breakfast, not fries. Fries start at most fast food place between 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. That's when them start sell fries. So, the wicked girl left the hospital after 3:30 or 3 p.m. when Mr. T saw her for the second and last time for that. No, not the last time, because she had to go and dash her Jayden, then come back to relieve them. For the second time for that day, she left the hospital. That was another alibi again, Oh, me gonna get fries for Zaire. Oh, baby, you need fries? Me gonna get fries. Probably Mr. T or the wicked girl and didn't even know where the wicked girl Shanique was going. Them probably didn't even know where she was going. But she left and she went and she picked up Jayden behind Mega Mart, the last place that he was saw, that them see him, on CCTV footage behind the back of Mega Mart. That's where she go pick him up. Now, what she do with him after she pick him up? Obviously, she unalive him. But the big question now is, where is Jayden? Did she burn him? Did she throw him off a cliff? Or did she throw him in the acid pan right off a Perth Road? Are we investigating now, what, my people? Remember, these are Shanique's words. And these are Mr. T's recollection of sighting. Mr. T is an eyewitness. Seeing her twice for that day, what him say. But him actually see her 3 times. But we just take the 2 times when him see her. We not make up nothing. We not making up anything. We are not accusing her wrongfully. We are just concerned citizens trying to figure out what the hell happened to Jayden, and we're not getting any information or any sort of footages from the police department. Normally in a high profile case, in Jamaica, over the world, you would see something. Even if they don't want to compromise their investigation, which is what I'm thinking, because they want the wicked girl to actually fly back to Jamaica. Give us something. If you don't want to show Shanique, show us Jayden Smith movement. Show us the CC footage from the pizza place. Show us the Mega Mart footage. Show us that. At least we can say, all right, Jayden was there. Because all we get is Wicked Girl on story of seeing him on the CC footage. And come tell with that, you know. The police them not tell with that. And come tell we say she went down there with the detective and she saw Jayden pan the two TV them. Adilka Caesar. So if you believe her, I said them actually see Jayden. We must believe the wicked girl said them actually see Jayden. But because she actually said she went down there with a detective, that is the only reason why I believe her. Because if she lie, she can't lie and say she go down there with a detective. I don't think she's that bold. She wicked enough, but she's nervous and she's afraid. All of them. The wicked girl Shanique, she wicked, but she's still afraid. Mr. T, you hear Mr. T actually say Mr. T is genuinely afraid, even though a lot of want to say Mr. T is all wicked. Yeah? But we just play the evidence right here. So this is just the start. We're introducing back the evidence in the public eye, because you notice what going on social media, TikTok and all about. Everybody jump on the bandwagon just for the clicks and the views and the viral videos. And then them run away and them gone. You see them, you know? Yeah. Jayden Smith, Jayden Smith, Jayden Smith. Because of the story. But enough of them can't relate. Them can't relate. Them not have no longevity. It's just quick and then boom and them gone. But how do you solve case? How do you solve cold cases? By sticking with it. His mother alone can't manage it. So she need the public for help. She need the public for help. She need Yard Boss out here for help. She need J Progress out here for help. Because the only two people them you want to notice, whenever we put up any caption or anything, it's the same damn thing you go see when you click the video. It's the same thing. Some of them put, oh, we found Jayden, oh, big development news, because they want to click and them know say you guys are emotionally involved in this case here. Yeah? So the question is, Shanique, I'm speaking directly to you. This is the start of reintroducing your words into the public domain again. What was the reason for you to lie about your arrival in the island? What was the reason? And why did Mr. T actually say him see you twice on Friday? Mr. T senile? Because that is what we're trying to paint. Say Mr. T is a madman. And Mr. T don't know Friday from Saturday. That is what you and your wicked cousin and everybody were involved will try cover up for you. They must say, L.A. Lewis say him get some information, say, are you alone touch the road and go dash your Jayden in the black markets? I saw him say. And Mr. L.A. Lewis actually cracked the case right here with his. A lot of people call L.A. Lewis a madman, you know. But if it wasn't for the Guzu man, we wouldn't reach nowhere in this case here. What me say? Allow me to tell people, tell me in the comment section, if it wasn't for L.A. Lewis, we wouldn't reach nowhere in the case. Because Mr. T would not, Mr. L.A. Lewis asked Mr. T the right question and timeline. That is a professional investigator right there. timeline and you put fear timeline against Shanique timeline and something wrong. Mr. Tina have no motive to come and lie to us. Who had the motive to come and lie to us? Shanique. Shanique did. Shanique had the motive to come and lie to us. The wicked girl. All right, my people. So we're going to move on to the little boy, another Manchester, who died mysteriously. And them say it's a quote-unquote suicide. We're still going to beat the drum for Jayden. We're not give up. But let's take a look at this. And we're going to also look at the developments in this case, yeah. Give me a second, my people. Let's play this video, yeah. Manchester, suicide suspected. Police are trying to determine the circumstances surrounding the death of the 11-year-old boy who was found dead at his family home in Xavon, Manchester on Friday. The boy has been identified by police as Xavon Barnett, a student of Xavon Primary in Manchester. Preliminary reports from the police find that the boy was left at home Friday morning when his mom went to assist in cleanup activities at Xavon Primary School in the aftermath of the Category 5 Hurricane Melissa. The mother reportedly told police she returned home and didn't see her son. The police said 2 hours later, while the mother was doing laundry, she discovered the boy's body in the back of a old storeroom at the house. Jaja. Lots of questions here, right? Boy missing, mother washing, then she could find the little boy behind the back of a old storeroom. So when I first covered this, my first question was this, and I'm sure we have mothers watching the live here. He's 11 years old. So she went out and she go do some work for the hurricane relief. 11 years old and he's missing. You can't find him. What would the natural reaction of a mother be? A mother who really and truly love and care about them pitney. What would the reaction be? To search frantically for that child. Yeah? There is nothing that can stop you. You go there everywhere, police station. You not leave down a police station until them come and help you search. But instead, in this case, what we had was the mother decided to wash. And then, when she was washing, 2 hours later, she discovered that the little boy actually hanged himself in the back of the yard. Now, this is a case I wanted to give an update on. So, I'm not going to cast judgment on the mother as yet. And this is the reason why. You know, let me know in the comment section if I'm wrong with this observation or if I'm on the right track. She did not try to, what you would say, clean up the crime scene. When she found him, she reported to the police officers that she found him. So that was good. She never tried to hide him. We all process things differently. Some of us try to block trauma, bury trauma deep down. So it could be her reaction where she was worried, but to maybe take her mind off of it, because he was only missing for a couple of hours. Maybe him gone somewhere, gone do something, and him soon come back. But initially, she reported it to the police station that her child was missing. Now, another question would be, an 11-year-old, if he was missing, why would you report him to the police that early? So these are all questions that I had, and I still have these questions. But I'm going to hold back and I'm going to continue to follow up on this case. The reason why we're going to hold back is this. They are currently doing, we call it now, autopsy. Now, Hurricane Melissa is going to take a long time for them to actually finish the autopsy. And then from the autopsy now, we're going to see if a murder actually occurred. Because right now it's a suspected suicide. They not confirm and say no foul play was involved. Okay? So let's hold back and we're going to follow up on this case in the future. But whenever you see anything happen to an 11-year-old or any of them little pitney there, like what would actually cause an 11-year-old to go hang himself? Bullying at school? He had some mental issue? By the look of it, it don't look that way, but you can't really like judge and say, okay, because the picture him look like him happy in the picture, that means him not have any mental issues or any struggles in school. But even if you get bullied at school, normally you would fight back. Eventually you would gain the courage to fight back. Because them try to pick on me when I was in school. Me did mag and me did skinny. I used to run track, somewhat popular in prep school and high school. But them always, they were trying to test me. So one day I just build up the courage to fight back. And from that day I fight back. Me and the bullies become friends and they not trouble me again. So that is just a part of life growing up. People are going to try to test you and eventually you're going to fight back and then you're able to pretty much live amongst your peers with nobody messing with you. So me not think any bullying, probably psychological problems or foul play involved in this one. Yeah. But we're going to follow it. Rest in peace, young soldier. Rest in peace. All right, so next up, Donna-Lee Donaldson. Let's find this one here. It's crazy, 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 crazy days. Crazy days. Crazy days, man. Donna-Lee. All right. So, development in the Donna-Lee Donaldson case. So, we know what happened. She was, them still not find her body yet. She was quote unquote unalive a couple years ago, and now Noel Maitland is on trial for her murder. So, the prosecutors, they have some strong, very, very strong evidence against Noel Maitland. DNA in 3 areas in the house. Now, wanna let me know in the comment section if this is a strong defense. The defense I say, Donna-Lee Donaldson probably left Jamaica by some illegal means, and that is why we can't find her. She never take a plane and leave. She never take a cargo ship or a cruise ship and leave, but she left on a banana boat. Yeah, I saw them saying at the trial, you know. Said Donna-Lee Donaldson left Jamaica on a banana boat. And now they're using that defense and them ask the judge to throw out the case, to dismiss the case. Now, let me caution the whole of you. Let me caution the whole of you. Those of you out there who want to see a conviction in this case, you probably will get a conviction in this case. But, you see, whenever you can't find a body in a murder case and you have jury involved, very difficult to convict. Very difficult. So that's why you see the defense, they will come up with some crazy hypotheticals to sow a seed in the people them who is actually presiding in the jury. And them will say, but really and truly, we can't find the body. We never find the body. Donna-Lee Donaldson was actually his girlfriend. So it is plausible that Donna-Lee Donaldson was actually at the apartment. Yeah, because the two of them was in a relationship. Me not try pick up for you, me just give you know what the defense I say. Them find the DNA evidence in the apartment, which is, them I say it was blood. But you can fact check me on that one, if it was blood or just Donna-Lee's DNA in the apartment. His girlfriend is in the she could be in the apartment. And throughout the trial, me not hear nothing about no sofa leaving from the apartment to this place. You remember when the public was actually speculating on the movements of Donna-Lee Donaldson, where people are saying them wrap her up in a sofa, they wrap her up in a this, and they move her from the apartment, and they move. We don't hear nothing like that in the trial. So everything that was in the public domain did not get admitted as evidence in the trial. So what the defense have? The defense say Donna-Lee probably left on banana boat. And what the prosecutor have? Them say, them find Donna-Lee Donaldson DNA in 3 areas of his apartment. But the defense would say the two of them did there. So obviously she was in there. But she probably leave and gone on the banana boat. And they're asking for the judge to actually throw out the case. We just are telling you what is in front of us, or what is in front of the courts. That there's a probability or there's a possibility that without a body, that Noel Maitland may walk free. Let me know in the comment section what you think about that. And now I'm going to tell you now why I think he will be convicted. So this is it. If he was a regular girl that he was on trial for, somebody from the ghetto with little or no money, walk free. Easy, easy. Nobody, him gone. Walk free. But Donna-Lee Donaldson, light skin, socialite, very popular, people love her. And I'm sure members of the jury were actually following the case when she went missing, and them know her. So it's going to be a very, very difficult time for Noel Maitland to beat this case here. And the probability is going to be based on just looking at the numbers, that he will be convicted because of her popularity and because of her status. That is how he will be convicted. We're just looking at the facts of the case. We don't depend on nobody's side. We just look on the facts of the case. Let me know in the comment section if me talk nonsense or if my reasoning is on point. Because really and truly, to convict, we're talking about real world. Real world, you can say, me no say that the somebody they unalive that person there. But in a courthouse and real world is totally different. Totally different. Me I tell you no. And even in the Jayden Smith case, the people them, the public I say, charge the girl. I am a staunch defender of Jayden Smith, and I want to see justice for Jayden Smith. But is the evidence enough to charge her, and if she's a US citizen or a US resident, would the charges actually stand up in the courthouse in America in front of one of them judge there for sign off on an extradition request from Jamaica for send her come back to Jamaica to face trial for the murder of Jayden Smith? Wanna let me know in the comment section. Wanna listen to me again. What we know in the public eye, basically the statements. We not have, wanna listen to me now, man. We not have Shanique phone down there for look through text messages and all of them things there. We not have the phone down there. Did the police them actually look through Dimar, check Jayden phone, check Ann phone, check Mr. T phone? Me not think them do none of them things there. Me not think so. So those forensic evidence are lacking. Them not have those forensic evidence. The police them probably just have the CC footage from the hospital. They will have those movements, but are those forensic? Somewhat, yes. They will have like the movements and them can say, okay, the girl a liar, so the girl a liar. So them know say the girl a lie. But is the lies enough without a body and without seeing her throw him out of the car? You see, if them see her on one of them CC footage there on the road or somebody house, and them see the wicked girl take him out of the car now and go throw him over a cliff or dump him in the pond, then right there, so that is enough evidence to charge the wicked girl for the unaliving of Jayden Smith. That would be the strongest evidence that the police them would have. Or if them see her when she actually pick him up at the back of Megamart. Even if he went into the car at the back of the Megamart, that probably would not be sufficient enough for them to actually charge her with murder, even if she went into the car. Probably would have charged her, but not enough to get the extradition from America. Even though the girl wicked and she lie, and she tell the lie because we see the statements. But what we're looking for is the burden of proof. Nobody. We don't have nothing to see her come out of the car with Jayden for go dash him away. We need something like that, concrete evidence for charge the wicked girl pan. And if we don't have that, we need to continue to search for Jayden. So if you live in a Mandeville, if you live around that area there, and you walk and you drive, want to keep an eye out. And if you don't have the technology to search the pond, because you can actually search that pond, with what them calling our underwater drone. They can go down, they can look into like murky waters. So they can look down there. And if you don't find any bone down there, Jayden's mother is alive and Jayden's father is alive. Them can provide DNA testing, and then them can get the DNA from the bone and match to the parents and find Jayden. And if them find Jayden, then that is the sealer. That is the sealer. If them find Jayden, then them can charge the wicked girl and she have to fly, come back to Jamaica to face the Sankey, to face our judgment. You notice, I want you to pay attention, You notice all me attack and all J Progress attack and all the credible bloggers talking. Shanique cannot dispute anything that we're saying. Want to notice that? Shanique cannot dispute anything that we're saying. She cannot. Because if I was innocent, if you where watch me right now, tell me, comment. If you don't know, say, Yard Boss I tell a bunch of lie upon me. J Progress I tell a bunch of lie upon me. Where we know that do? Do the same thing when me I do now. Me would not turn off and hide from social media and scrub all my social media account. Would I just turn on my live and hold up my boarding pass loud and proud. And I say, hey boy, Yard Boss. Hey boy, J Progress. See me boarding pass ya. At this a time ya me land in Jamaica. And a Montego Bay me land in Jamaica. At 2 p.m. and at 7 p.m. I reach at the hospital. Why she not do that? Because she's a old wicked, liar girl. That is the reason why she not do that. Alright, my people. Next up, the Maroons. I tell you, Jamaica, land of food and water. It's never ending in Jamaica. Let's see where we're at now. So there's a whole big debate going on in Jamaica right now about the actual treaty. And I posted a video over there on TikTok. And I tend to try to stay away from arguments in comment section. Yeah, I try to be cordial with the people them. If they make a comment where it's attacking somebody or it's saying that the person have to dead, me delete them. Me not go back and forth in a comment section. And I find some of us, not all of us, some of us, we love to instead of doing research, we love to talk. I say, oh, them the Maroon boy there. Government can go in there anytime. That is the sentiment that we're getting. Remember now, I am not on the Maroon side and I'm not on the government side. Every time the Maroons them come in at the media space, there's always a debate whether or not them treaty is valid, yes or no. So in a previous video, I did a brief synopsis of the treaty itself. But what me decide for do right now, me decide for pull the actual treaty written in English language from the 1800s. So if I make some mistake when I read this, bear with me. I don't think we have ever seen this in the public domain before. The actual treaty, I'm going to show you when you can go find the treaty on yourself, and you can go read the treaty on yourself, and you can see whether or not the treaty ever expire. And if the government of Jamaica, even though them have independence now, because that is some of the talking points, they must say, oh, Jamaica independent right now, so that the treaty then not valid. That is where them tell me. The treaty not valid, Jamaica independent, and Andrew can go in there anytime. If the residents, if the labor right residents, them inside, they said, Andrew come, Andrew can go. But why isn't Andrew going? Tell me now. Why Andrew can't go in there with the military? Let's take a look at the actual treaty itself. All right. So this is the full historical text of the 1738 to 1739 Maroon Treaty. It's written in Old English. All right. Articles of agreement between the Excellency Edward Taylor, Esquire, Captain General and Commander-in-Chief, in and over this majesty island of Jamaica and the Maroon Negroes. So you notice them use the word Negroes. Now in arms against His Majesty subject in the said island. So as me say, me people, this is all English. Them not really like write the way how we write now. So let's go through this. And when this video is finished, you can actually go through it because it's still going to be there. You can read it for yourself. All right, my people. This is what we need to do more of. Instead of have just come out and make like loggerhead comments, we need to actually pay attention to what is going on in our land. And this is the treaty. And let me tell you now, it is crazy when you stick around and listen what kind of agreement the Maroons them went into with the British people them. Dangerous sitting. Dangerous sitting. All right, so the first article, right? You notice them say article first. So that all hostilities on either side shall cease from the date hereof. That he said Negroes shall immediately remove within the bounds to be allotted to them. So they might move them into the compound area and there settle and remain and be governed by their own captain in all matters of their own concern, according to their own customs, but subject to the order of a white superintendent to be appointed for that purpose by the governor. This is the actual treaty that we're reading. The people them have them own what? Captain, chief, colonel, whatever you want to call it. And they make them own laws inside of that the boundary there. We're not adding anything. We're not taking away anything. We're reading the actual treaty and we're going to see whether or not the treaty ever expire. All right. Now, let's go to the second part now, the second article. I want to leave in the comments in the comment section because really and truly there's no dispute going on right here, you know. We're looking at the actual document. And I'm going to tell you where you can find it and you can read it for yourself and stop listening to the propagandists because all them do is talk and no action. Tell Andrew. Send the soldier them up in there and see where Curry and the leaders them are going to do mega march right up in England go complain to them white daddy. Let's go. Let's continue. The second article. That they shall have and enjoy and possess for themselves and their posterity forever. Let me read this line again. In a compound there. That they shall have and enjoy and possess for themselves and their posterity. So meaning for themselves, them family, forever, all lands situated and lying between Trelawney and the cockpits to the eastward and southward as far as the Black River and extending westward to such place as shall be agreed upon by the governor and who cudgel. When you hear that? Cudgel. And the white man them went into an agreement for a compound and all of the territory what we just discussed right there, so forever for him and his descendants forever. All right. So Ankojo and northward to the lands of the near adjoining settlers. Let's move to the... We're not making anything up. We're looking at what? The treaty right here, so. So ask yourself in this question, in the comment section. Tell me in the comment section. What we read so far, can the treaty be dissolved? if the Maroons them not come to no agreement with no government? No. Did you ever hear the Maroons them say they renegotiated their treaty with anybody? No. When Jamaica became independent, did Jamaica actually meet with the Maroons and renegotiated the treaty? No. And who is the head of the Jamaican government? Andrew Holness? No. The Governor General is the highest politician or the head of government in Jamaica. We sit in Jamaica. And the Governor General is a representative of whom? King Charles, the Royal Crown. When you type in the comment section if me I tell truth or if me I talk nonsense. So who is the head of Jamaica? Who run Jamaica? Where the Privy Council there? Where the highest court of our land there? In England. All right. So we report to the English daddy, and the Maroons also report to the English daddy, which we're going to find out as we go along. All right, let's move to the third article. So that no person whatsoever shall presume to settle upon the said lands, and that no white man shall upon any account whatever reside within the said bounds without leave first had and obtained from the governor and from Kojo. So you see the English is kind of crazy, right? So what that is actually saying that. So no white man shall actually reside in said bounds without first getting permission from the governor or from Kojo. That's what that I say right there, sir. Or such other person as shall be appointed chief over the said Negroes. So, no white man can go inside there. And in fact, none of we who was not a Maroon cannot go up in a compound and go say we're going to live up in a compound unless the chief and the elder them sign off, say we can live in a compound. I know me say so. And the treaty say so. I know me say so. Me not make up nothing. And the treaty say so. You see, me sick and tired of them quote-unquote educated people here. I come and just feed the people them with a bunch of nonsense because them know say we as a people somehow we don't like to pick up a book and looking at it and figure it out. Say, wait, the newsboy there tell me a bunch of foolishness, you know. See it there right there, sir. This a treaty went on forever. A that them sign. A that Kojo sign. It not expire. The only way this can expire as if the British and the Maroons, the descendants of Kojo, renegotiated this thing, or the government got to the Maroons them and say, listen, let's come to the table and renegotiate this thing. But I do believe that this treaty probably will be amended when Jamaica become a republic. And even when Jamaica become a republic, if the Maroon them say no, there is nothing that the republic can do. When you hear me just say a while ago? When you hear me just say a while ago? Because that the land there was deeded to Kojo and his descendants forever. Me now make it up. The treaty. Me I read. Let's continue. So we on to the fourth piece now. The fourth part of the article. So that if any Negro shall hereafter run away from their master and fall into Kojo's hands, they shall be returned to their said master. So now we're actually getting into the area of this treaty where the enslaved Africans in Jamaica is quarreling about. Them say the Maroons, them are all wicked because when we run away, them capture we and turn us right back over to the white man. Want to hear what I just said a while ago? This is your fourth article right here, so. When Kojo fight off the white man and Kojo and him people them up in the hills, the white man them had to wave the white flag because them couldn't beat Kojo at the war up in the mountains there. And then Kojo signed out the paper there with the white man. And guess what? If anybody run, we go up in there, them send we go right back to the British. All right. So the people, wanna stay with me, do me a beg, wanna stay with me, because this is a problem in a Jalan, a problem in a Jamaica land, that pundits, politicians all over the place, they must say, we can go up in there, then go up in there now, and see if coroner go complain to him British daddy. All right, the fifth article, that the Maroon shall upon their best endeavors to take, kill, suppress, or destroy all rebels whatsoever they shall be found. Let me read that again and let me translate it in a today's English. The fifth one say that the Maroons shall use their best endeavors to take, kill, suppress, or destroy all rebels whatsoever, wherever they shall be found. So what I say? Anybody who is a non-Maroon who rise a rebellion against the white man and the slave owner, Kojo and the minions should assist in taking them out. That is in the treaty. But we're not saying that Kojo and the Maroons actually participated in unaliving or murdering slaves who were still under oppression. Me never did it. Uno never did it. But it is in the treaty. So it would be an assumption to judge them and say they actually did that without seeing it, but it's in the treaty. All right. Let's move on to the sixth article. Want to stay with me? Is it interesting? We're reading it. We're not making up anything. We're reading it. All right, article number 6 now. That if any white man shall do any, listen to all them people are wicked. Remember them saying, if any black man rebel, kill them. Hear what them say about the white man now. That if any white man shall do any manner of injury to Kojo or any of his people, they shall apply to the governor for redress. So if the white man do anything to Kojo or him people them, don't kill him. Send him back. Una comment that one. Una comment. Una have to say about that one, yeah. So if the black people them rebel, kill them. If the white man injure Kojo, accidentally or intentionally, don't kill him. Send him to us and make us send him back to England. That's interesting. All right. Let's move on to the seventh one. So that Kojo and his people shall live in subjection to His Majesty King George II, his heirs and successors, and shall take and use the surname of Kojo. So right, so. Kojo boss. The Maroons boss is not the Jamaican government. the Maroons' boss is King Charles, the head of the British monarch. And when King Charles gone, it's going to be one of his sons that the Maroons will actually report any gripes that's going on in Jamaica to. Not the Jamaican government, the British man. Is the treaty still valid? Based on what we're reading right here? Wanna let me know in the comment section. Do you guys have an open mind? Because we're actually reading the article right here. So is either we blind to it, we just put on a blind and I say, no, sir, I don't believe that. But you stay with me. I'm going to tell you no way you can go find it, to read it for yourself. You don't have to take with me and tell you no. You can go look for it and read it for yourself. All right, let's continue. So we're almost done. So we're on the 8th one right here, so, which is the 8th and final one, and then we're going to see who signed it, and then we can actually pull the treaty. All right, so the 8th one, so the governor shall appoint a white man, a superintendent in the said town, who shall reside among them and regulate all matters relating to the public peace. So the Maroons and Kodjo them, they're able to live in their own little territory right there, so set their own laws, but the white man want to make sure say them not up there a kill off each other. So them a plant somebody up inside there for public peace. Is there a white man up there now? Probably not. Me no know. Me no up in our compound. Or is the Jamaican government now functioning as the white daddy? Possibly. Because really and truly, you know, the compounds and the Jamaican government, they have a cordial relationship. If somebody up there commit a serious crime, the people them up in our compound normally turn over that person to the police and make the police them deal with them. So that is an understanding. The Jamaican government still will provide aid to the people them in a compound, because at the end of the day, we are one Jamaica. But even though we are one Jamaica, we must respect and not trample upon the people them treaty where the people them fight for. And let's stop say the people them treaty is no longer valid. If we not just join the live, when the live finish, when we can rewind it, we just finish reading the actual treaty that the Maroon signed with the British monarch. And the treaty goes on forever from Kodjo descendants to infinity. And the only way this treaty here can be changed is if it's renegotiated by the Jamaican government or by the crown. That is the only way. So now this is actually signed and sealed and delivered in the presence of John Guthrie, Francis Sadler, and Kodjo himself. Kodjo himself. All right, so where the public can actually read the original treaty, where them actually write part, yeah? So the British National Archive, you can find that in London, okay? So it is under collection Colonial Office Records. The reference number is CO 137-56 and CO 137-72. You can also find it in Jamaica Archive and Records Department, right over there in Spanish Town. The reference number is 1B-5-108 or 1B5-109 or 1B11-3. Some people, is the debate settled? Based on what I just read a while ago, when you leave in the comment section, let me know. When you still believe, say, the treaty fake or the treaty not good again? Because that is what the people they must say. The treaty not good again. But we just read it. And it said that the treaty goes on for what? Ever. Yeah? Goes on forever. That is how I'm wired. When everybody I make noise, I look at action and then me go pull the actual article or the actual thing where them argue about and read it for myself. And that is why I ask everybody who is subscribed to my channel. And if you're here and you have not subscribed, do me a beg on to subscribe to the channel. And look out for more videos like this. This is actually my second live. I normally post videos, but I'm going to be doing more lives. Read my people. And don't make people lead you astray. Alright? Because there's a lot of propagandists out there. A lot of misinformation going on in the world. But I'm here to bring you the truth. The facts of the case. No bias. No pick no side. Me not depend on the government side. And me not depend on the Maroon them side. Alright, my people. Until next time. Thank you guys so much for joining this live. And just look out for more videos. Peace, my people. Wow, good. Yard boss. I'm out.